Abraham Lincoln was fond of saying that the most important thing in our lives should be our own resolution to succeed. We see that as a challenge to each of us to act boldly and become everything we're capable of being. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started or making a huge change. Find those who can help you get there and become the person you know you can be. And the sooner you take Abe's advice, the closer you'll be to the place you know you belong. Create your future at LMU.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
At King University, we prepare you for your career and for your life.
King has impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And this really came out when I was able to go on one of the mission trips to Atlanta, Georgia to work with refugee children with King University. It was in that moment that I realized that this was truly the moment that I was meant to come to King, and I just love how beautifully King University weaves faith and learning together.
At Anderson University, we are on a journey, one that seeks to find the purpose for which God created each and every one of us. So we search, we grow, we dive in, and with a close-knit community, small class sizes, accomplished and supportive faculty, and a spirit that believes that together we can accomplish big things, the person we are striving to become doesn't feel so far away. So we push, we dream, we dig deeper, until our journey finds us as teachers, artists, writers, athletes, engineers, nurses, and friends. And while we're at it, we just might change the world. Anderson University, knowledge for your journey.
All journeys begin with a single step. At Francis Marion University, your journey is about more than just grade point averages, championships, or graduation day. It's about the promise that an education from FMU brings. How at the end of the journey, you will be more than when you began. Francis Marion University. Become more.
Abraham Lincoln was fond of saying that the most important thing in our lives should be our own resolution to succeed. We see that as a challenge to each of us to act boldly and become
back here for the NCAA Southeast Regional. Game 2 of 2 scheduled for us on the day. Anderson Trojans won Game 1 against Francis Marion by a score of 8-0. My name is Reese Helms, joined alongside volleyball head coach here at the university, Coach Todd Hay.
Thank you, Reese. Good to be back for Game 2.
And it should be a good one. Number 4 seed King and 5 seed LMU going head-to-head, and the first pitch there is in the zone for strike one. Two quick strikes.
1-1.
Oh, 1-1, excuse me.
You're good.
Still getting adjusted here in the press box, getting all my lineup cards and stat sheets ready to go. Got two very talented teams here set to square off. Leadoff hitter for the Rail Splitters is number 8, Madison Henry. Center fielder for the Rail Splitters. Takes one low. Beautiful day here in Anderson, South Carolina. Partly cloudy skies, a little windy. Wind blowing towards, looks like the winds are blowing towards right field here. So see how that plays out. It's had a couple of fly balls, Todd, in the first game, but kind of got carried by the wind.
We did have that. It's
a lot of hard hit balls, but
a lot of hard hit balls. But we also had those few pop ups and normal routine, as you'd say, fly balls to left and right, and it just the wind today is just playing a little bit of havoc out there. It's not unbearable, but it is more than we are used to seeing in this at this field anyway.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch is low. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Madison Henry, steady leadoff hitter for the Splitters. .327 batting average this year, and good on base percentage to go along with that. And that's what you want from a leadoff hitter. Get on base,
Absolutely.
Set the tempo for your team. Full count pitch, and she does exactly that. Gets on base, leadoff walk.
So King has pretty much used a 3-staff rotation this year, and Counts here that's in the circle leading off has a .343 ERA with a 19-7 though overall record, and
Conference Carolina's champions.
Yep.
They beat Francis Marion in the championship game 1-0 last Sunday. Good Mother's Day present for the softball moms.
Yep.
King University.
Yep. Teams are hitting .275 and against Counts with a 98 strikeouts to 52 walks. I wish I had that statistic of how often a leadoff walk comes around to score. But they always talk about that, and
percentage has got to be pretty high.
It's high. It's, I don't know, 30% or something. I don't know. Somebody right now is yelling at the computer. You should know that, but I don't. But I know it's one of those stats they often talk about. So we'll see if LMU can capitalize.
Ball is outside.
Okay.
First pitch, there is grounded out to Miller at third. She'll flip it over to first. Sacrifice is laid down well there by Cochran and gets Madison Henry to second base.
Great job by Miller coming in, charging that ball, picking it up cleanly. Throw was a little high, but Turner was able to stay on the bag and record the out.
Third hitter for Splitters is the power-hitting shortstop, Sierra Huckleby. Drove home the 2 game-winning runs in that thrilling Southland Conference Tournament Championship game 2 weeks ago now. All-conference player, and throughout her career been named to All-Region as well, and very talented, experienced shortstop, batting in the 3 spot here for head coach Richie Richardson.
And as good a season as they were having, they were really needing to win that postseason tournament just to assure that they were going to be in, because they were one of those teams on the bubble.
Yeah, coming in as the 5th seed here. A very talented 5th seed, so there's no.
Yes, for sure.
Great. That ball is carried by the wind. It lands on the right field fence. Madison Henry will come around. She will score. It's going to be a RBI triple for Sierra Huckleby. That ball just got carried by the wind, and tough play out there in right field there from Haley Dye, and collided in with the wall, and She is down, and athletic trainer will go check on her.
I can't tell if she is injured or if her foot slid under the fence, and she's.
Yeah, not
like a pant leg or something got caught on the fence.
Not a padded outfield out there, so it's, if you collide wrong with the wall, it's easier to get, foot tangled, ankled, twisted out there. Hopefully,
and they are checking her out, so it could be she rolled something or whatever. That was an example right there. We were talking about the wind, and she went right, she went left, she went back, and the wind just kept pushing it. So the wind is definitely swirling. Sometimes it's blowing in, coming into our window, blowing papers off our desk, and sometimes it's blowing out to right. So that was just an unfortunate if you're King, that was just an unfortunate time to get a ball up in the jet stream, so to speak.
Brings up the first baseman, Emma Webb, graduate student from Knoxville, Tennessee. First pitch to her, line down to third base line, just foul. 360 batting average coming into today. 47 RBIs, which leads the team. And another RBI chance here with Huckleby on third base. Takes it outside.
So to get to this point, LMU had to, like we said, win that postseason tournament because they had a small losing streak going into that tournament.
Yeah.
I believe they had lost 4 or 5 in a row or something.
LMU had actually lost 11 games in a row coming into the conference tournament.
I know, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
they just hit
a
lull.
Couple bad luck go their way. And Webb sends that deep into right field. And that is a no-doubter over the right field fence. A 2-run home run for Emma Webb. 3-0 early lead here for the Rail Splitters. And that was a no-doubter over the right field wall.
Yeah, just waited back, got her pitch, didn't try to do too much. And
yeah, team leader in RBIs, and you can make her have 49 RBIs now after that 2-run shot.
Yeah, back to what we were discussing. Lincoln Memorial defeated Queens 7-6. Then beat Anderson 4-3, and then Carson Newman 9-7. So we can definitely say they are battle tested in postseason play and pressure coming into this event.
Yeah, all 3 of those games were thrilling, intense games. But that Queens game in particular, Queens had the tying run on second. They had a long fly ball to the center field warning track, and the game that they beat Anderson, 7th inning, Anderson had a 3-2 lead. Maxwell walked in the tying run, and the game-winning run scored on the infield single. Very, very close and tough game that was. And the Carson Newman, they were down early. They were down 5-0, I believe it was.
Okay.
Came back and won 9-7 in a high-scoring game. And, yeah, like you said, experienced team and battle-tested team. Coming into the most important time of the year, which is the NCAA tournament.
These two teams have played once this year already. Back on thanks to Reese and his great game notes, played on February 23rd.
Yeah.
I bet it was kind of cold that day.
Probably, just a February afternoon.
Maybe it hit in the 50s. But King came away with a 13-5 win over the Rail Splitters that day.
Yeah, they split 2 games. I believe this is game 2. LMU won 8-3.
Okay.
Foul ball there by the catcher, Mackenzie Henry. 328 average, 1 home run, 11 RBIs, and conference play. One of just 2 LMU players. She started every game this year, and strikes out there for the second out of the inning. Brings up Kelsey Tuggle. Fun fact about LMU, if you notice on your lineup card, Kelsey Tuggle is batting here, and Katie Tuggle is on deck. 2 sisters, and as we've already seen, Madison Henry and Mackenzie Henry, so 2 pairs of sisters on this splitter team.
Absolutely. Do we have twins, or they're a year or 2 apart?
I think so the Henrys are 2 years apart, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I believe the same thing with the Tuggles as well. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2.
So if your count's here, I wonder if it's any of that, hey, postseason, NCAA tournament, little jitters in the first inning. See if she settles in here now.
Yeah, Nicole Count's looking to get the final strike, and she does.
Yeah, she does. Well done.
3 runs come across the plate for LMU, but King will come to bat here in the bottom half of the first.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Three 0 LMU here in the bottom half of the first inning. All-region first-team pitcher Emma Frost gets to start for Lincoln Memorial here this afternoon, and leadoff hitter for King Tornado is the DP Aaron Foster. Foster batting .353, 7 home runs and 25 RBIs. See how King responds after giving up 3 runs in the top half, and no easy task facing Emma Frost. Check swing, stays fair. Webb fields for the first out.
Little excuse me swing,
yeah.
Meant to, didn't mean to. Next thing you know, it's basically a bunt and got to beat it out.
Batting second here for King is Carly Turner, playing first base. Also, the leading home run hitter on this team. So, may see her in a circle at some point today or tomorrow, and very talented. I love the dual threats, the Shohei Ohtanis of softball. You know, you can hit and you can pitch.
There you go. Turner is a transfer from Wright State University. Wright State University is where Todd's friend Brad Brownell, the Clemson head basketball coach, used to coach at.
yeah,
Right.
We're real good.
Yeah,
we're close.
Wright State University.
Absolutely.
1-1 pitch from Frost to Turner. Finds his
No,
own.
I don't have any connection to Wright State other than former player of mine lives in the Dayton area.
Okay.
Yeah. Or did. I don't know if she's still there, but yeah.
Frost is ahead 1-2 to Turner. Pitch is high.
Turner has 46 runs batted in on the year.
Yeah, very talented player on both sides, and gets the strikeout there to Emma Frost. 2 up, 2 down.
Now, we've seen Frost, Anderson has seen Frost a couple times this year. Is that right, Reese?
Yeah, they played. LMU came here in mid-April, and then also LMU played Anderson in the tournament semifinals.
She pitched.
And she pitched then as well. So Miller pops that up, shallow infield. They're caught by Sierra Huckabee. 3 up, 3 down. Good inning of work from Emma Frost. Getting set now for the top of the second.
Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Rapids, Carolinas.
At King University, we prepare you for your career and for your life.
King has impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And this really came out when I was able to go on one of the mission trips to Atlanta, Georgia to work with refugee children with King University. It was in that moment that I realized that this was truly the moment that I was meant to come to King, and I just love how beautifully King University weaves faith and learning together.
Katie Toggle going to lead things off for the Splitters here in the top of the second. Great start for them. Up early 3-0 and looking to expand on that lead. We saw that in game one with Anderson. They each scored 1 run the first 2 innings, but it was that 3rd inning where they kind of broke the game open, and LME trying to do the same thing here.
I think right here King knows, hey, look, we've played this team twice. We have a split. It's going to be important here for Counts to throw strikes early.
Yeah.
Get ahead in the count and you know, make them deal with her pitches instead of her having to play catch up.
You know, you mentioned they split, but Frost did get the win when they played. So
yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Frost is a. If you're gonna beat LMU, you're gonna have to beat Emma Frost because she's gonna pitch you have to imagine she's going to pitch about every inning of this Southeast Regional, at least if the game's close. She's their ace pitcher and relied upon her a lot this year. I mentioned during the break she first team all-region announced yesterday.
Very deserving.
Along with Lakin Maxwell and Lauren Rakes of Lenore Ryan. It's her season, she was pitcher of the year last year in the SAC, and statistically her stats were pretty much about the same. Ball was hit into shallow left. It's on the run there for the catch.
Samantha Helms.
My long-lost sister, Samantha Helms.
Yes. You are related somewhere, some way down the line.
She's from Indiana, so.
Doesn't matter.
But as I was saying, Emma Frost, her stats from last year, when she won pitcher of the year, they're about relatively the same. Her win-loss record's a little weaker because LMU didn't have quite the win-loss record season they had a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
But from her pitching perspective, her numbers are about the same as they were last year. But this year in our conference, as we know, Lakin Maxwell and Lauren Rakes, 2 top-tier pitchers, and a lot of competition for that pitcher of the year award in the region.
Sure. And it probably helped that Maxwell got the win against both of those pitchers when they went head-to-head. You know, the only time you might not see Frost start is if they end up playing having to play 2 games back-to-back.
Yeah, which actually happened in a championship game, 0-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle for the second out.
Nice play by Cameron Haig there, staying down on the ball, keeping her glove low, coming up on the short hop, firing over to first, and good scoop by Carly Turner.
Yeah, it was Delilah Malshevsky who actually started, who's just the second pitch for LMU. I mean, she had herself a great season. I wasn't trying to, downplay her when I said Frost will pitch majority of the time.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, you're just stating the facts. Kind of like Lakin will probably pitch most for us.
Yeah.
And that's no knock on Harley Duncan.
Yeah. Which not many teams have a second option such as Harley.
Exactly.
Yeah. 2 quick outs, a good inning so far from Nicole Counts, trying to retire the Splitters in order. And that's key, coming into this inning. When you're down 3-0, you cannot afford to let the deficit grow and want to give your offense a chance.
Heads up.
You can't fall asleep at a softball game, especially when you're sitting third base side.
So good, though, that when they built this park that they put the protective netting
the netting goes all the way
to the dugouts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Beautiful facilities here at the Hewitt Softball Complex.
Yeah, that's right. Beautiful day. Hoping to get some of that tomorrow. A little bit of chance of rain tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But
the good news about playing on a turf field, though,
yeah.
You don't have to really worry about
too much. Yeah.
Too much. I mean, a downpour, they're going to stop it, but
it drains pretty quickly.
It does drain quickly, and field conditions should not be an issue.
2-2 pitch is outside. Count goes full to the number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Splitters, Blake. Ball 4, 2-out walk.
If you're the splitters, that's what you want, base runners.
Yeah, Shelby Blake, the freshman from Coreyton, Tennessee. And he brings the top of the order up. Madison Henry, the center fielder.
So what did Henry do her first time up? Did she get a hit? I'm playing catch up on my scoreboard here.
Let's see here. I think she got a double, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
She got on. They sacrificed a bunt to her to second base, so she walked, I believe.
Oh, that's right. She did walk to start the game. That's right. And she scored. There we go. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Leadoff walk comes around.
Sure, yeah, just that.
Yeah,
just that
there it
ended
is.
up
Yeah.
proving true. And there for strike 2.
I think Counts is doing a much better job this inning. Hey, getting ahead in the count and challenging the batters early. Get through that first inning. You know, first innings, NCAA tournament.
Nerves.
Yeah, all that.
Throw to second is not in time. A stolen base for Blake.
That was close. I really thought that
I thought she
Day
got
made a great throw,
Yeah.
and I thought she caught her on the back foot, but that head first slide got her in there safely.
Ground ball, second base. Good job by Counts getting out of that inning, keeping the deficit at 3-0. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Tornado.
At Anderson University, we are on a journey, one that seeks to find the purpose for which God created each and every one of us. So we search, we grow, we dive in, and with a close-knit community, small class sizes, accomplished and supported faculty, and a spirit that believes that together we can accomplish big things, the person we are striving to become doesn't feel so far away. So we push, we dream, we dig deeper, until our journey finds us as teachers, artists, writers, athletes, engineers, nurses, and friends. And while we're at it, we just might change the world. Anderson University, knowledge for your journey.
Haley Dye going to lead things off here for the Tornado. Lined out to left field for the first out. Getting everything organized in the press box. Windy day, papers flying everywhere, and
That's a good thing to be here, though.
Yeah.
We can deal with the wind and in the press box here at this Hewitt Softball Complex.
Emma Frost gets 4 quick outs to start this game. Brings up Tinsley Thompson, center fielder. Shows bunt, pulls back, count, evens up.
Thompson, a sophomore from, let me get this right, Gallatin, Tennessee. Station Camp High School. I wonder if that's the same station camp that Christina Stacy, former AU volleyball player, played at.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So this is number 11 for King, right? Okay, I'm looking at Lincoln Memorial roster because I was like, wait a minute, I've got the wrong person.
4 teams here is a pretty good chance to get your rosters mixed up.
There you go.
2-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Tuggle fields and throws for the second out.
LMU is pretty strong defensively. solid all the way around the infield. So
good to have somebody with the same last name. I just said Tuggle. I can't remember if it was Kelsey or Katie. I said, well, no, I'm covered if I just say Tuggle. So
there you go. No relation to Jesse Tuggle?
Katie is
the linebacker
serving as a DP.
See, you're old enough to remember Jesse Tuggle.
I know.
But Reese has no idea who Jesse Tuggle is. Do you, Reese?
Wasn't he an Atlanta Falcon?
He was an Atlanta Falcon.
Yeah.
Frost's 0-1 pitch is high and away for ball 1. Important to, if you're King, down 3-0, take it in the bat at the time, get a runner on base, try to get Frost out of a rhythm, and, take it one bat at a time. And hard hit ball to Huckleby. Great play by her for the third and final out.
That was not routine.
Yeah, she can do it all. She had a hit, a triple in the first inning, and makes a good defensive play there to end the bottom half of the second. Now for top half of the third, still 3-0 LMU.
All journeys begin with a single step. At Francis Marion University, your journey is about more than just grade point averages, championships, or graduation day. It's about the promise that an education from FMU brings. How at the end of the journey, you will be more than when you began. Francis Marion University. Become more.
Abraham Lincoln was fond of saying that the most important thing in our lives should be our own resolution to succeed. We see that as a challenge to each of us to act boldly and become everything we're capable of being. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started or making a huge change. Find those who can help you get there and become the person you know you can be. And the sooner you take Abe's advice, the closer you'll be to the place you know you belong. Create your future at LMU.
Back here in the top half of the third. 3-0 Splitters.
I was looking it up. Between Bristol, Tennessee, and Harrogate, Tennessee, is about 2 hours. So they're both from the same state, but not that close together.
Yeah. Ground ball, right side, foul. Yeah, Tennessee's a pretty long, wide state, so it's easy to.
As we referenced earlier, everything's east of Memphis.
Yeah.
I just, when you look it up, you realize how far apart they are. I mean, they're not the backyard rival like you might think they are, even though they do play each other in most sports.
Yeah.
Non-conference.
Fly ball, center field, right center field caught.
That was a nice running catch there by Haley Dye. Because remember, that was close to the area where the wind just blew it left, blew it right.
Yeah.
Dye made a nice running catch there in the gap.
Brings up Sierra Huckleby, a shortstop. He made a great defensive play last half inning. Sends that one deep into center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Huckleby rounds first. She'll go to second. The throw is not in time. She is safe. Just got in there with a double.
Yeah, I it's close. I couldn't see, but
you know why? Because this pole's in our way.
Exactly. Mark Vaughn, if he's listening, we've asked Mark Vaughn multiple times to move this pole, and he will just not do it.
I think the the screen is more important than our line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ball gets away. Huckabee can advance to third now. Now all it would take is a fly ball or a chopped ground ball to score Huckleby.
Check out those flags.
Yeah.
Man, is that wind blowing right now or what? If she gets one up in the air, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Webb, we saw her get a hold of one last at bat, 2-run home run to make it 3-0.
Yep. So Huckleby has a triple and a double. She's halfway to the cycle.
True,
Then you got Webb here with a 2-run home run, ground ball to the pitcher.
Huckleby, good job by Counts there, holding Huckleby at third.
That's the best case scenario if you're King right there.
Absolutely, get that second out.
Short of a strikeout, that's your best case scenario.
It did not want a ball hit into the outfield or anything like that, and good job there by Counts getting the result she wanted from that pitch. Brings up Mackenzie Henry, the catcher for LMU, grounds out to third, throws it to first for the final out. Good job by Nicole Counts getting out of that inning, keeping it at 3-0, heading now to the bottom half of the third.
Abraham Lincoln was fond of saying that the most important thing in our lives should be our own resolution to succeed. We see that as a challenge to each of us to act boldly and become everything we're capable of being. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started or making a huge change. Find those who can help you get there and become the person you know you can be. And the sooner you take Abe's advice, the closer you'll be to the place you know you belong. Create your future.
Seven, 8, and 9 due up here for the Tornado. Samantha Helms, Peyton Day, and Lauren Lawson. Due up for head coach Jake Cockerham. Spent 4 years as the assistant coach. Got promoted to head coach in 2018, and also served as assistant baseball coach prior to that. He played at King as well, so
nice.
A lot of King roots, King history.
It's a beautiful area. Have you been up there?
Not.
Yeah, it's geographically, it's a nice town, and it's a beautiful area of the country. They have a wonderful gym. I have not had the privilege of coaching in that gym since I've been in Anderson, but at my previous school, we went up there and played. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility.
Swing and a miss there for strike 2.
You're talking about Bristol, Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is right on the border of Bristol, Virginia.
We actually stayed in Bristol, Virginia, and played at King in Bristol, Tennessee.
I've been to Bristol to the NASCAR race there several times up there.
Nice.
Just got a piece of that was Helms.
That's where I know Reese is a big NASCAR fan.
Oh, he loves it.
They had the dirt track. Remember they brought in the dirt?
They brought in the dirt.
And
I love NASCAR so much.
Was that at Bristol they did that?
It was. They did it at Bristol.
I thought they did.
OT pitch from Emma Frost. Fouled off. I love NASCAR so much. I worked at Coker for a year and a half. I never once went to Darlington Raceway. So
and that's one thing when you're down here in the South and we're talking,
Reach, you ain't from around here.
We need filler time. You can always bring up a NASCAR reference down here in the South.
OT pitch from Emma Frost.
Yep.
She gets a swing and a miss. A strikeout of Samantha Helms there for the first out.
So what is the hometown of the young Reese Helms?
We mentioned Francis Marion had a player from there. Indian Trail, North Carolina.
Okay.
So near Matthews, Monroe area.
So you should be a NASCAR fan.
Yeah. I kind of skipped a generation, I suppose.
So, Kevin, where are you from?
I'm from the Electric City, Anderson, South Carolina.
There you go.
Lived here for 50 years and proud to say
nice.
I hope to live here for the rest of my life, Lord willing.
That's right.
Now batting for King is Peyton Day, catcher for the Tornado.
And our listeners know you're not from here, but just listen to you talk.
No.
Hometown would be?
Lubbock, Texas.
Lubbock, Texas.
By way of Honolulu, Hawaii.
There you go.
In both, yep. It's quite a contrast. Oh.
Day pops out of play.
Todd Trivia is just waiting.
We're ready. We haven't had a foul ball on the roof, though, in a while.
Yeah,
so we might not get another trivia question today.
But we all know that the town of Florence, South Carolina was incorporated in 1890.
That's right.
It's going to be foul.
Important here for King, you have to have a base runner. Frost has been dominant so far. 2 strikeouts early on in this game. Trying to get a base runner, trying to get something going. It's small little things that can kind of disrupt a pitcher. And when you're down 3-0, you just need base runners, and that's what King's trying to do here. Fouls that one off.
So we said Peyton Day up at the plate now. She transferred from Carson Newman.
Yeah.
So I wonder, I have not obviously gone back through all her playing history. Has she played here before on this field?
Let's see. But I'd have to see when she transferred.
We'll have to look.
OT pitch. In the gap, caught there in right field. There by Hoskins. Good running catch for the second out.
Yeah, when that came off the bat, I thought that was going to be in the gap, and Hoskins made an excellent play running it down. So we'll see what Lawson's got for us coming up here in the 9 spot. Lawson from a junior from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Pops that one up. Mackenzie Henry going back, but unable to get there.
Umpire interference. One might call. Knoxville, Tennessee is the town where the University of Tennessee is located. It's a school that known as the Big Yellow.
And why would that be?
Well, their school colors are yellow and white. Tennessee, University of Tennessee.
I thought it was orange.
Well, it's kind of like Tang. It's more yellow than orange.
1-1. Fouled off again. Lauren Lawson, the second baseman, batting now for the King Tornado.
Due to proximity, Todd, you know where the real orange is. It's just about 20 minutes up the road here in Clemson, South Carolina. For all of our Tennessee listeners, we apologize, but Tennessee is yellow.
And Clemson is orange, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Got it. Another excellent crowd here, Reese. Have you noticed?
Yeah, it's
looking at it on the camera. There's not a lot of empty seats, even.
A lot of fans here.
When the home team is not even playing.
Yeah, from the volunteer state of Tennessee.
Great attendance. Both teams have traveled well.
1-2 pitch from Frost.
As you would expect them to do.
Yeah, NCAA tournament, so you got to drive however long you can.
Well, we have a foul ball on the roof, so we got some trivia coming up at the top of the next inning.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Waited with bated breath.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
Nope. Yeah. Thanks to Ian and his crack hearing there. Great set of ears.
1-2 pitch. Low.
He heard that ball hit the roof right above the concession stand. We will have an Anderson trivia on the next one, even though they're not playing. We have to go in order.
Yeah.
So then we'll have a King trivia, and then we'll have an LMU trivia.
Francis Marion was our first one.
Right. That's right.
Florence was founded in, 1890?
1890, the city
Incorporated
of Florence.
in 1890.
That's right.
Pitches outside, count goes full. Me and Kevin are 1 for 1 on a trivia question.
That's right. Y'all both got it right.
Francis Marion, also known as the Swamp Fox.
Yep.
Yes, the Swamp
The
Fox.
Swamp Fox Trail.
Yeah. No, that's
in Greenville.
And it's not the Swamp Fox Trail.
Swamp Rabbit Trail.
Oh.
Reese is getting his South Carolina history lesson today.
Frost is battling here with Lawson. Count is full.
Francis Marion as a university, though, it's not that old.
Good at bat from Lawson here, working a 2-out walk and getting top of the lineup, to the plate here in the inning with the runner on base.
Okay.
Aaron Foster, the DP.
Anything you can do to put a little bit of pressure on Frost.
Especially as a pitcher, you're trying to get her out of the rhythm. If you're King, that's got to be because Frost is rolling right now. She's locating pitches and on her game. So.
And she has a no-hitter going. We don't hesitate to say that. She has yet to give up a hit.
Yeah, until that walk, she had retired the Tornado in order. So
we have Foster here up at the plate. She had a ground out to first, her first time at bat. We'll see if King has a little 2-out magic in him, like we saw in the first game of the day.
Yeah, Anderson had a lot of 2-out runs in that third inning, 6 of them to be exact. And
the runner over at first is getting a rather generous lead, and the pitcher looks like she's toying with trying to make a throw down there. We'll see if she actually does that.
Pitch is in there, strike 2.
Well, Foster's a good one to have at the plate if you want to extend your innings. She's batting .353 on the year, so.
He has a lot of power, as does Turner on deck. Big strikeout from Emma Frost, her 3rd of the day, and 3 scoreless innings so far. Splitters still lead at 3-0.
At King University, we prepare you for your career and for your life.
King has impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And this really came out when I was able to go on one of the mission trips to Atlanta, Georgia to work with refugee children with King University. It was in that moment that I realized that this was truly the moment that I was meant to come to King, and I just love how beautifully King University weaves faith and learning together.
All right, so as promised, Todd Hay has the second trivia question of the day.
All right, so foul ball on the roof. We're up for trivia question number 2.
And this is about Anderson University?
This is, well, no, this is just an Anderson-related question. Okay. And hold on. I have it down as a multiple choice here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
If I don't get this right,
well,
I
can do it without multiple choice because Kevin's going to know it right away. So we'll probably do it without multiple choice.
Yeah, you
just for
ask the question.
Right.
I'll see if I can answer.
Who is the most famous NBA player from the city of Anderson, South Carolina?
Larry Nance.
Larry Nance, Cleveland Cavalier.
And Phoenix Sun.
And Phoenix Sun,
and
correct.
he's the first. Larry Nance won the first ever NBA dunk contest.
I did not know that one. So
I know I'm a lot younger than you because when I hear Larry Nance, I think of Larry Nance. I think of his son, Larry Nance Jr.
Yes.
Larry Nance played at Clemson, and he also played at McDuffie High School, which is no longer a high school in Anderson.
That's right.
Formerly the McDuffie Fighting Scots.
How about that?
There you go.
I talked to, as that ball is fouled off.
Larry Nance also owns or used to own a Top Fuel dragster.
Okay.
And he ran the NHRA circuit for many years.
How about that?
So I know all about Larry Nance. Had a brother named Frankie that used to run the Shepherd Swim Center here in Anderson.
Shepherd Swim Center.
I know
Kevin
all
has
about
lived here too long.
Yes.
He needs to get out more.
1-2 pitch to Kelsey Tuggle is outside.
Kelsey Tuggle, no relation to Jesse Tuggle. As Todd and I have already discussed.
We have established that fact.
2-2. Hard hit ball at third base line off of Miller's glove. She'll try to throw to first, but not in time. Infield single for Kelsey Tuggle.
And that's really an ill-advised throw because if it gets away, she could get to second. There was absolutely no chance of getting that runner, but that's gonna go. I'm calling that an error.
They scored it a hit. It was tough.
Hard hit ball, but
hard hit ball in between hops. Official score has gone down as a hit.
Katie Tuggle steps to the plate. Sophomore, her sister, got that infield hit and tried to bunt to move her over. Take strike 1.
Katie Tuggle, sister to Kelsey.
0 for 1. She's 0 for 1. She's sack bunt there and lays it down successfully.
Okay.
Nice play there by the third baseman, Raquel Miller. Transfer from Grambling State University.
In Louisiana.
And Miller had a clutch home run in the conference championship game. She hit the solo home run in the 4th inning to ended up being the deciding run because they beat Francis Marion 1-0 in the Conference Carolinas championship game. Tuggle tries to advance to third, and she's in there.
Ooh, wow.
The King crowd does not like it, but
yeah, my initial thought on that when she was going was that she was going to make it, and I got to say, I still think the call is right.
Yeah.
It was close, but
Well, I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay, you can disagree,
but she's going to be safe because they're not going to overturn it.
No, there's no instant replay, obviously, or challenge review system in place.
But just by the naked eye, it looked to me like she was clearly out. But again, I can't see the tag, but the timing looked like she was clearly out.
Well, Miller was on the home plate side of the bag and had to reach back to make the tag, which I think allowed her to slide in behind her and get her foot in.
Regardless, it brings up Hoskins, Kelsey Hoskins here for LMU. Grounds out to third. Miller looks runner back and gets the second out.
Excellent play by Raquel Miller.
Yep, kind of recover from that.
Yeah.
Earlier, well, I about said era, but
I think she'll tell you she can make that play.
Yes.
9 times out of 10.
If she's scoring that, I bet she scores at an era.
Yeah, sure. That's a tough play, though.
I haven't checked the final box score from game number 1. Did that end up being a hit or an error?
And they gave her a hit.
They give her a hit, okay.
Which I think I agree with.
I do too. I don't like it, but I agree with it.
So back to the top of the lineup with Henry.
Yeah, Mackenzie Henry, the center fielder.
She has a walk and a ground out.
This is Shelby Blake, excuse me.
Sorry.
Blake grounds out. Ball gets away. Out of play, so
went into the dugout.
Blake can advance to second. Run score is 4-0 LMU.
Now, would we all agree that's a throwing error?
Yes, so Haig just came up, held it just, it's one of those routine things, and you just kind of double clutch, and you just hold the ball just a half second too long.
And you don't always see it because,
right.
8 times out of 10, the first baseman's able to dig that out too. So,
right.
But I think you have to give that a throwing error.
You do.
Now we're on top of the lineup. Madison Henry steps to the plate.
Now we're back up here. Okay, so Henry is
0 for 1 with the walk.
0 for 1 with the walk. Has been on base. Yes.
And she has an RBI chance now with the lead by 4-0. She got Shelby Blake, got second. Pitch is outside. Count goes to 2-1.
This game has a very similar feel to game 1 to me as far as the way it's kind of.
It does.
Ground out to first for the third and final out. The Splitters get one more run, lead 4-0, heading now to the bottom half at the 4th.
At Anderson University, we are on a journey, one that seeks to find the purpose for which God created each and every one of us. So we search, we grow, we dive in, and with a close-knit community, small class sizes, accomplished and supported faculty, and a spirit that believes that together we can accomplish big things, the person we are striving to become doesn't feel so far away. So we push, we dream, we dig deeper, until our journey finds us as teachers, artists, writers, athletes, engineers, nurses, and friends. And while we're at it, we just might change the world. Anderson University, knowledge for your journey.
Back here in the bottom half of the 4th, just taking a little update, seeing what's going on across the region. The other site hosted by Lenore Ryan, they're the 2 seed. They are the first game today playing against 7 seed, the Wingate Bulldogs, and up 2-1 in the top of the 6th inning. All-region pitcher Lauren Rakes, 5 strikeouts so far today. Turner fouls that off. It is a time for King to kind of mount a rally. Now's the time. Bottom of the 4th inning, you got 2, 3, and 4 in your lineup. come to the plate. So Turner, Miller, and Dye. So let's see if the Tornado can, get a rally going. Takes outside, count evens up.
Yeah, Turner, a strikeout victim, swinging her first time up, and be looking here to get on base any way you can.
1-1.
There you go. That's how you start.
Solid hit through the left side.
Anything King can do to get base runners is what they want to do now. And that's their first hit of the day.
Yeah.
There you go.
Frost has been dealing. She's been locating her pitches and pitching with a lot of command, and that's what you expect from an upperclassman pitcher, all-region pitcher, and Emma Frost. And brings up Raquel Miller. Mentioned she had a key home run last week on Sunday against Francis Marion, conference championship game.
Yep. She had a pop out to short, her last at bat. Second time through the lineup, though. You've seen the pitcher one time.
Yeah.
And see how this goes now that you've settled into the game. Has definitely settled in, and you've seen Frost deal for a little bit. So
they have seen Frost before, but obviously you mentioned it was February 23rd, so
it's
a long time ago.
Well, Miller has 15 home runs on the year, so if you want a home run, it's your best option statistically.
Yeah. All right, hit ball, back-to-back singles for the Tornado.
Not to confuse with Tornadoes.
Yeah, I'm in purposeful.
Yeah, when Brevard and King ever play,
yeah.
I mean, it's the Tornado and the Tornadoes.
Tornado versus Tornadoes.
Yes. Yes. And you got to get it right. You don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
And that'd be like when Catawba and Newberry played. It's the Indians versus the Indians.
It used to be. You're
used
right.
to be.
That's right.
Catawba is still the Indians. Newberry they're now the Wolves.
They are. They wanted to be Red Wolves, but that was already taken by Arkansas State, who was one of the first teams to drop the Indian mascot. They went to Red Wolves. Then Newberry wanted to be Red Wolves, and Arkansas State said no.
How does that work? So Newberry would have to get permission from Arkansas State?
No.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
No, I mean, there was a lawsuit threatening everything. I don't know, because when I got to Newberry, this had just happened within the last 3 to 4 years.
I had never heard that before.
Put it this way: if they wanted to use their logo, yes, but you can't trademark Red Wolves. I mean, you can't do that.
I guess somebody did. So.
Yeah, I just know there was a big.
Yeah.
There was a big,
A big spot here for Haley Dye. 2 on, nobody out. And after the meeting in the circle, we'll see how Emma Frost responds.
So Dye, though, her last at bat, she lined out. She had a line out.
It was a hard hit ball.
Yeah,
though.
hard hit ball. So
there's another one.
Just pulled that one foul.
Yeah. So Todd, if Newberry had said they wanted to be the Lions instead of the Wolves, was Mars Hill gonna fight them?
Probably. Yeah. I think it had to do with red.
Yeah.
I think it had to do with red Wolves versus just Wolves.
Oh, base is loaded now. Wow.
Dye was okay with taking a hit by pitch.
Absolutely, you take a hit.
The way she threw her bat down, and she was okay with taking that base.
Hey, again, at this point, you want base runners, and now you got bases loaded with nobody out, and Frost in some trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, their team batting average is well over 300, and their on base percentage is 380, 385. So, I mean, they're not going to hold down this offense forever and ever and ever.
Brings up Tinsley Thompson, bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, and the corners are really far in too, so they must do some scouting, of course.
Yeah.
She must be up.
Batting 297 this year with 16 RBIs.
Prone to bunt or slap bunt or whatever they call it.
The 0-1. Pops that one up out of play.
Nice recovery there by Frost. She's ahead 0-2 real quick.
Real quick, yeah. And if you're LMU, you want to strike out here.
Yeah.
Try to avoid having the ball hit and play if you can.
Even a double play would score runs. So.
Yeah. The 0-2 pitch. Pops that up.
I think at this point they would.
I was about to say that
they would give up a run to
Yeah.
they would to get the double play. I think, but if you can strike them out, you kind of you set yourself up for the to have your cake and eat it too.
Exactly. Yeah. Frost gets set for the OT pitch here to Thompson. Pops that one up again. Staying alive at 0-2. I mean, we saw it about that change of the game in the first game was Hope Gulat was behind in the count 0-2. Got to 3-2 and ended up hitting that home run. And so it's important to, even when you're down in the count 0-2 as a hitter, you know, stay patient, wait for your pitch. 0-2. Chops that one just foul.
So Thompson's making Frost do some work out there. She's not going quietly.
She's clocked in.
She is.
She is clocked in and looking for some overtime.
Yeah. Comes the 0-2 pitch from Emma Frost. Ground ball foul. About the third ground ball she's hit foul down to the third base line. Another pitch here from Frost to Thompson. Bases loaded. Nobody out here for King. She gets a strikeout. Big time strikeout from Emma Frost. 1 out here in the bottom half of the fourth. And that's exactly what LMU wanted.
Yeah, so brings up Cameron Haig, and he's got to get that ball on the ground. Got to get that run in somehow.
Yeah. Senior
you got to score here. I mean,
yeah,
it's just it's a morale booster here. I mean, obviously, yes. I mean, you need points on the board and all that, but it's just the morale.
You cannot. It's gonna be hard to recover from a basically nobody out and not score especially when you're down 4-0.
That's right.
Haig is from Powell's Crossroads, Tennessee. Not sure where that's at.
A lot of Tennessee natives.
Yep. Todd said that somewhere east of Memphis, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather west of Bristol.
Yeah.
It could be that, too.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the two. It's both of them, actually.
Frost again, ahead in the count, 0-2. Hard hit ball foul towards the batting cages.
You know, pitcher of Frost caliber, you can tell she's really hunkered down here, if you will, if you can ignore the Georgia reference there. But she has really settled down here.
Frost gets set, OT pitch, bases loaded. Fouled off again. About almost a carbon copy of the last at bat, which with Thompson. Frost got ahead 0-2 early due to a lot of foul balls, which means King's seeing the ball, have pretty well.
Yeah, they're up there being aggressive.
Yeah, so.
And just when you think your guy to figure it out, she puts some mojo on it and gets them to strike out.
Pops
That's
that
trouble.
one up.
Nope.
Right field line fouls. Caught out there in right field. Runner will tag and score easily. Trying to advance the second. The ball hit her.
Play
at
the
the plate.
Safe.
And she is safe.
Yeah.
They're going to try to go to third, but she's out. I think.
Safe.
She's safe. No,
wow.
she's safe. What a turn of events that was. And sacrifice fly and ended up scoring 2 runs.
Yeah, how you going to – this is why I'm glad I'm not an official
I'm glad
scorer.
I'm a broadcaster, not an official scorer.
Okay, so we had a fly ball.
I got ahead of myself.
Right.
I said she was out at third, and just to throw a little offline, and she's able to dodge the tag.
Just missed her.
So, turn of events that was. Got the out, so
that was just
outs.
heads-up base running. Yeah. So when the throw came home, it was cut off.
Yeah.
So the
went from first to third on a sac fly.
Third came in easily, but then, first to third, and it was just heads-up base running to
That's a sign of a well-coached team, Todd.
Yeah.
Samantha Helms gets a base hit.
Oh.
Infield hit, perhaps. What a play at second base, though, that
Great
was.
Play by Shelby Blake.
Yeah, you spoke a little too soon there, didn't
you,
Reese?
I took a page out of your playbook.
I like that. Touche.
Yeah. So on a fly ball to right, let's talk about that. 2 runs scored because of aggressive base running as LMU was trying to throw in behind runners. And then when they would throw in behind, then somebody would take off for the next bag. And
It was no error.
No, there was an error. There
yeah.
was no error.
Yeah.
It's just heads up base running, and I wish we had that on replay.
We do.
Well, later tonight.
After those on YouTube can watch it.
Yeah, you can go back on.
Shout out to YouTube for becoming
use
a
the
clutch
back arrow,
for this
click back
broadcast.
10 seconds, and watch it again.
YouTube's not our usual streaming platform, but due to some technical difficulties, had to work around, and YouTube, I think, is going to be our home for softball this weekend. So bookmark Anderson Trojans YouTube on your computer and have it ready to go until Saturday. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch, excuse me. Ground ball. To the left side. It's going to be another base hit.
Wow.
It's
kind of funny how a sac fly can kind of turn the game around a little bit. I mean.
Well, we talked about just a few seconds ago, we just said how important it is just to get a run in.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's spurred him on, and now Peyton Day comes through with the single, and here we are with Lawson up at the plate. So Lauren Lawson had a walk her last plate appearance. Swings and fouls that one back.
Update on Lenore Ryan and Wingate. Laura and Wingate tied 2-2, bottom of the 6th inning. So
that's going to be a great.
On the other side of the bracket.
That's a great game.
That's a tough region. I mean,
that's a tough side.
There's 8 great teams in this Southeast region, but particularly on that side of the bracket, those 4 teams popped up out of play. Talking about Lenore Ryan, you have North Georgia, who was ranked 19th in the country. You have Carson Newman, who spent the majority of the season ranked in the top 25, and a Wingate team that was, for a while there, was 3rd in the conference. And
weren't they as high as maybe 16th?
They finished 3rd in the conference.
I think they were like 16th nationally as well.
So they had 4 teams that have kind of teetered around nationally ranked.
Yeah.
Ground ball foul.
So we have an 0-2 count with Ian tells me, a foul ball on the roof. So that means trivia at the top of the next.
That's back-to-back
top of the next inning. Yeah.
Ian's keeping his ears peeled for.
This is going to be King trivia, right?
No, we got LMU trivia coming up.
We're going. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going LMU this time.
We're all over the board.
There's no rhyme or reason.
8-1-5.
It's just a trivia question.
Nothing more, nothing less.
That's right.
1-2 pitch. Frost trying to limit the damage here.
That's a pretty high fly ball, but it's going to stay.
It's going to get caught.
Yeah, the wind held it up.
Yeah, it kind of got off the bat. I thought it might have had a chance, but 3 runs for the Tornado there. What an inning that was. About half of the 4th, top of the 5th, 4-3.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now.
Todd Hay, the world has been waiting. What is your trivia question?
Okay, so Lincoln Memorial here in the regional. Quick question. Really easy. A, B, C, or D. In what year was Lincoln Memorial University founded? And your choices are 1887, 1892, 1897, or 1902.
I'm going to go.
I'm going D, 1902.
I was thinking that too.
No, just 5 years earlier, 1897. It's 125 years old this year.
Okay.
Yeah, has an enrollment of around 4,800 students. And a school that size, believe it or not, they do have their own veterinarian school.
Oh, do they?
Which is kind of cool for a school that size.
shout out to our student worker, Brian Melvin. Played baseball here, and he's going to vet school next year. So
nice.
Is he going to Lincoln Memorial?
He's going to Mississippi State.
Okay, be a Bulldog.
Yeah,
I have actually visited that vet school, believe it or not, when I was a younger kid. I had a friend who was a professor there and took us on a tour.
Brian's usually working for us in these softball games. He's usually my fact checker. I'll say something, and he'll fact check me and make sure I'm correct. I need one of those. Yeah. 2-1 count here. Big inning here, and I believe we got a new pitcher as well for King, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Marley Duncan came into the game.
Did you say Harley Duncan?
Yeah, close to Harley.
Close.
Marley Duncan, the sophomore
on
from
the circle.
Big Stone Gap, Virginia. Three-one count.
A little flare into.
Little bloop single.
Yep.
Lead off the top of the fifth. Good piece of hitting. That's Grace Cochran there.
And here's the red-hot Huckabee.
Yeah.
A triple, a double. What's going to be next?
Yeah, she needs a home run and a single, right, for the cycle. So, yeah, great player. I've only seen, 3 games. This is the 4th LMU game I've seen this year. But every game I've seen, one of those players, I think she's one of the most important players on this team, lays down a bunt that is just foul. I say that because not only for her production, but she kind of, to me, obviously, it's not 4th game here, but I think she brings the energy for the team. I see her celebrating a lot, kind of pumping the team up. And for Anderson, that's Jessica Netto.
Oh, yes.
But for LMU, I think it's Huckabee from what I've seen, and she's a very important player.
Well, if she can lay down that perfect bunt, because they're obviously wanting to advance that runner, but if she can lay down that perfect bunt, that'll be your single.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Lays down a bunt. Miller fields, throws. Ball gets away. Cochran can advance to third. Runners on the corners, nobody out. It's a good response here from LMU after giving up 3 runs in the bottom half of the 4th. Now chance to pad their lead.
There's still nobody out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good throw would have had her. Just threw a little low, and they couldn't dig it out of the turf.
He's an Emma Webb, the first baseman, who had a 2-run home run in the 1st inning. That was a shot to right field. And that's a shot caught by the second baseman.
Yeah, caught by Lauren Lawson, and then a bunch of pump fakes, and everybody comes diving back into their bag.
I think a smart move for her not to throw it, though. I don't think she was going to get anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another big at bat here. Both teams, really, Mackenzie Henry.
We're going to take a break. We're going to stay here with them.
We'll stay here with them.
Okay. I had the replay queued up for Todd. I know he's been wanting to see that.
All right. So we have the.
This is it.
So we have the fly ball. Runner comes home. They throw in. So what started the. Okay. So the throw in. The runner,
instead of they threw it to home, they threw it in the tried to cut the runner off at second, and when they tried to throw the second, the ball got away, and the runner from third advanced. And then when they threw it home, the runner from second went to third.
That's right.
And the next was a single because that was important because they got that extra run.
Yeah.
So
when they tried to throw him behind the runner who took second on the play.
This is in reference to the sacrifice fly last inning that scored 2 runs and kind of got King back in this game. And big inning here, though. You scored those 3 runs if you're King, but can't give them right back, in this top half of the 5th inning. So,
but you do have the 1 out. A double play gets you out of the inning.
Yeah.
Strikeout, pop up. What are you working on here?
I think if you're King, you're obviously you'd like the double play, but those are quite hard to turn in a small softball field. So, I think you're looking for the strikeout.
Yeah. Catcher Mackenzie Henry over 2 today with the strikeout. Takes outside ball 1.
She grounded out to third her last at bat.
Just trying to hit a fly ball here if you can at the least. Obviously, a base hit or whatever is preferred if you're LMU, but just put the ball in play, and you never know what can happen if you put the ball in play.
That's right.
2-1 count now. Two 2-1 pitch from Duncan.
Almost hit her.
Yeah, 3-1 count now. On deck is Kelsey Tuggle, third baseman, 1 for 2 today. 3-1 pitch.
There's your pop-up.
Pop-up, foul territory, caught, first base side, 2 outs. And then just shy of a strikeout.
Yep.
I mean, that's about what you want if you're King.
That's what you want.
Yep.
Pop-up on the infield, all the runners have to hold.
So you got to give credit to this new pitcher for Kings. Really come in and battled back after getting a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, Duncan this season, 3.50 ERA, 8.7 win-loss record. That ball's hit deep into center field, and what a job by Marley Duncan. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Held the splitters scoreless. Momentum starting to swing in favor of King. Bottom half of the 5th inning upcoming. Don't go anywhere.
At King University, we prepare you for your career and for your life.
King has impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And this really came out when I was able to go on one of the mission trips to Atlanta, Georgia to work with refugee children with King University. It was in that moment that I realized that this was truly the moment that I was meant to come to King, and I just love how beautifully King University weaves faith and learning together.
At Anderson University, we are on a journey, one that seeks to find the purpose for which God created each and every one of us. So we search, we grow, we dive in, and with a close-knit community, small class sizes, accomplished and supported faculty, and a spirit that believes that together we can accomplish big things, the person we are striving to become doesn't feel so far away. So we push, we dream, we dig deeper, until our journey finds us as
big inning upcoming here, bottom of the half of the 5th. 2, 3, and 4 due up for King. Aaron Foster trying to get things going here.
Gentlemen, we have ourselves a ball game.
Yeah. If you're King, you want to try to capitalize off the momentum from the last inning.
They let 2, 3, and 4 let off the last inning for King as well, did they not? Or was it
yeah, so we're at top of the order, and this is Foster.
Oh, so this is top of the order. So this is 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
She had a strikeout her last. She's at a ground out to third, and a strikeout swinging. So she definitely has the power to hit it out of there. That foul ball was hit a long way.
Yeah.
Winner of this game gets awarded with a chance at the champions, or at the #1 seed.
Yeah, the Anderson Trojans play the winner of this game tomorrow at noon. So first game of the day.
Anderson's very familiar with the splitters, not so much the tornado.
Yeah. I did not play King this year.
They didn't play Brevard either.
Yeah, didn't play either tornado.
Brevard used to be in the South Atlantic Conference before you guys got here, or they may have been here.
They were there when I was
okay,
here. Yeah,
okay.
they've been. Yep, they were
2-2
part
pitch
of
from
the
Frost.
team when I got in.
Just got a piece of that, did Foster.
I came into the league in 2012, down the road a little bit, and I believe Brevard left in 2015, maybe somewhere in there.
Ish.
15, 16, somewhere in there.
15, 16-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-2 count here to Foster. Frost to Foster. Takes just outside. Henry trying to frame that one, but just a little too high.
Making her work for it. Got the count full.
And like I said, last inning, you don't have to be a hero. Just get on base.
Yeah, just get on base and things happen.
Full count pitch.
And
Just
the way he jumped, the way he jumped up there, I thought he was going to ring her up.
I know. Yeah. Lead-off walk.
Here's Turner up to bat. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout looking. But her last at bat was the single, so.
That's true, yeah. Both to the left side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Turner and lost my lineup card. Both had singles. The wind blew my lineup card off the table.
Wow, that was a shot.
They're really seeing Frost right now.
Yeah, they are. They're kind of figuring her out a little bit.
And I can't get a number for you, but the splitters have 2 people warming up in the bullpen.
You have to remember, figure it would be Delilah Mashevsky, the second starter.
Can you say that name one more time?
Mashevsky.
Okay.
I had to double check it.
That's a challenging one.
I had to check the pronunciation a few times, but I think I butchered it last time I was on the broadcast.
Mashevsky, yep. As a public address announcer, I really, really appreciate pronunciation guides. That's going to be a hit.
Drop.
Yep.
All the way to the wall. Turner around second and goes to third. They will hold there. Second and third, nobody out for the Tornado. Getting a little too cute over there at third base.
Yeah.
But
and I tell you what, if there was any doubt, there's not any more. Lady Mo is definitely on the side of the Tornado right now.
Very true.
And, I mean, like I said, you're LMU. Frost is your ace. Frost is your pitcher. I think her leash is a little bit longer than what you would give other starters, but we'll see how head coach Richie Richardson handles this here.
So here's Raquel Miller. She is 1 for 2 on the day.
She got a single her last at bat, I believe.
Single her last at bat with a pop up her first at bat. See if she can get those runners coming around.
1-0 count here to Miller. Do you have first base open? So see how the at-bat goes. Swings and misses there at strike one.
She was trying to give them a lead on one swing.
I know, yeah. Which again,
I think she had a good pitch to do it on too.
Yeah.
It was thigh high down the middle, but she just missed it.
I always say it, the whole season. Each bat, you don't have to be a hero. Just do your job, pass the baton, and that's what Miller needs to have. And she does exactly that. Lays down a bunt, but does not result in anything for the out.
Not quite sure what you're trying to.
I at first and second, you could advance the runners that way, but it's going to be tough to score on that bunt.
Well, if you're going to bunt, you got to get it. You got to get it down the first base line.
You got to get it down the line.
Get it, right. And that went right back to the pitcher.
Yeah. Had that been down the line, she'd have made it.
Yeah.
1 out.
That might be out of here, folks.
Just foul.
Oh, wow. That barely hit on the left side of that foul line.
The cleanup hitter, Haley Dye, had a good contact on her first swing. The wind's starting to blow. Wind's blowing in a little bit, however. So,
well, remember she's been hit by a pitch her last at bat, but her first at bat she hit a hard line drive to left field. So she's seeing the ball.
She's mad at that ball after the way it hit her last time.
Pops that one up.
That's going to stay fair, I believe, isn't it?
Caught for the second out.
I tell you, and that's a tough play right there. When you catch it right up against the fence of the dugout, that's a tough play.
Yeah. We saw last inning, LMU had runners on corners, nobody out, did not score. Or did have 1 out. But anyways, now second and third, nobody out for King, and 2 quick outs here. Tinsley Thompson's going to step to the plate, trying to make something of this inning.
Yeah, can't say enough about Frost right here, how she's settled down.
I told you, she's the ace. You got to give her a longer leash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
And trust her, and that's exactly what LMU's doing. Takes high.
As a color guy, one of my responsibilities is to describe to you things going on around us, right? So one thing that I've noticed as a observer of basketball, baseball and softball, is some of the players have on tennis shoes, some of them have on spikes.
Yeah.
We were on the turf field, so I guess obviously either will work. But I do find it interesting that some the batter now's got on spikes, and most of the other ones they have on tennis shoes,
like a turf shoe.
Yeah.
With,
yeah.
2-1. Popped up, left field, going back, just shy at the track, caught.
Nice.
Great job by Emma Frost working out of that jam. Second and third, nobody out. King unable to score.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
See, this batter now, she just got on Nike running shoes.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Look, just regular old tennis shoes.
Yep.
Top of the 6th inning here. Guess you're playing on turf carpet, so cleats aren't really a necessity.
Yeah, I guess that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
Previous batter had on spikes. The wind has picked back up as well.
7, 8, 9 in the splitter lineup. Katie Tuggle.
Katie Tuggle 0 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice.
And just to be clear, we've already discussed this, but that's Katie Tuggle, sister to Kelsey Tuggle, no relation to Jessie Tuggle.
Yes.
Right, Todd?
Very true.
There you go.
1-1 pitch here from Duncan to Tuggle. Hard hit ball left side. Fielded by Miller for the first out.
Very nice play by Miller.
So we got an interesting next 2 innings because both these teams in that 5th inning had prime opportunities to score. I mean, LMU had runs on the corners. King left second and third, nobody out.
Yep.
Did not score. So we'll see, both teams at least have 2 more at-bats left in them. So we'll see how the rest of this game unfolds.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm a big fan of Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
But I'm not a gambler. But I would be willing to bet you that 4-3 is not the final score.
Yeah. The way this game's gone, the last few innings.
Todd?
I'm going 4-3 is the final score.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Count goes to 1-1. Duncan's done a great job out of the bullpen.
She has.
Did you understand the Kenny Rogers reference?
I did.
Okay.
I'm not that young.
Reese, are you old enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Hoskins is 1 for 2 on the day.
Flies out to left.
Now 1 for 3.
Did you notice the little twitch there in her step? The wind's playing tricks on him out there.
Yeah.
If you're an outfielder, I don't know which one do you prefer, to have the wind or to have the sun in your eye. Which one do you that'll be battling?
I'll take wind. If the
At
sun's
least
right
you
in
can
your
see.
eye, you
At
don't
least you
have
can
a
see
chance.
with the wind. So.
Well, if it's sunny, you can put on sunglasses. If it's windy, you can't put on wind glasses.
I think I'd rather see it.
Yeah.
Just off the plate.
The 1-0 pitch. And there's strike 1.
Shelby Blake, just a freshman.
Yeah. Impressive to come in and play as a freshman on as a talented LMU team and straight out of high school and come play.
I have that conversation all the time with when we recruit kids, and it's like, hey, everybody has an opportunity. And guess what,
Trivia
Reese?
question next inning.
We have a trivia question.
I think all of them have happened with 2 outs too.
That's right.
So
So top of the next inning, we will have a King trivia question.
Here we go. Each school has had 1 question now. So.
That's right.
1-2 count here. To Blake. Takes outside.
Blake has been on base once with a walk and reached again also on an error, so she has been on base twice.
Takes outside. Update, Lenore Ryan and Wingate now extra innings, 2-2.
Put that runner on second and let's go.
I don't think they do that, though.
Do they not do it in the
I think
in
it's
the tournament?
I think it's non-conference they do it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And if you're a fan of the
ground ball to Duncan, flips it over to first for the third and final out.
If you're a North Georgia fan, you're hoping they play 18 innings.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yeah. 3 up, 3 down. Go to splitters. Bottom half of the 6 coming up.
On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
Center fielder.
New center fielder for LMU.
LMU, and I think you said the center fielder and the right fielder were switching, so they're putting in a new center fielder. Then they're moving her to right. Is that how you're going to read? How you read that?
That's how I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Defensive replacements. You know, if you're LMU, you need 6 more outs. But Todd, trivia question.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
I know.
Are we ready?
We're so excited. Come on.
Does the fat baby sweat?
That's right. Here we go. All right, so we'll do an over-under, okay? Not so much a trivia, but an over and under.
Okay.
King University, formerly King College, until 2013, it became King University,
Yeah.
is the oldest institution in this sub-regional. It was founded in over-under 1871.
Under.
I'll go over.
It is under 1867. It is the oldest it is a Presbyterian university, still affiliated with the Presbyterian Church.
Okay.
So I've gotten 3 of the 4 trivia questions correct, and one of them I absolutely dominated.
Yeah.
Yes, King University, the oldest institution in the sub-regional, 1867.
0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Huckabee Fields. 1 out.
Huckabee is so steady.
Yep. That's an important position in the infield, have a steady shortstop, and that's exactly what she is. Brings up Samantha Helms. She had an RBI single, which brought home the 3rd run.
She's 1 for 2 on the day.
Only 5 more outs left for the Tornadoes, so we'll see if they can put some runners on base.
That ball almost hit her.
Well, only needing 1 run now, so.
Yep.
To tie.
If you're Helms, you might let that pop you right there. I know your instincts to move, but
yeah,
sure. And I think you have to make an effort, right?
Yep.
Of course, that's subjective.
Subjective, yeah. Have to be pretty obvious to call that. Two-0 pitch. Hard hit ball foul down the left field line.
That might hit the construction site on the on the
football,
lacrosse field.
The football field house.
That's right.
Speaking, the lacrosse coaches are the ball shaggers for this game, so shout out to Albert Mitchell. And Matt
it's
Ledon.
all hands on deck when we host a
Exactly,
regional
yeah.
at Anderson University.
listen, anytime we can say the name Albert Mitchell, we're doing something right.
Doing something right. Yeah, he's
right.
done very well as the lacrosse coach this year. 2nd year winning season. So, announced today, Cam Weeks is an All-American.
Oh, congratulations to Cam.
Fly ball.
Fly ball to right.
Right field, 2 outs.
Nice play by
Hoskins.
Kelsey Hoskins coming in, making it look easy.
Number 8 hole hitter for King, Peyton Day. Catcher for the Tornado, Oak Ridge, North Carolina.
She's also 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out to right. Starts her off with an off speed for strike 1.
The 0-1 popped up. Caught. Foul territory. 3 up, 3 down. Goes King. Good job by Emma Frost rebounding. After the King had some momentum. The last half inning. Had 2 runners on and 3 up, 3 down. Going to the 7th inning now.
Abraham Lincoln was fond of saying that the most important thing in our lives should be our own resolution to succeed. We see that as a challenge to each of us to act boldly and become everything we're capable of being. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started or making a huge change. Find those who can help you get there and become the person you know you can be. And the sooner you take Abe's advice, the closer you'll be to the place you know you belong. Create your future at LMU.
Top of the 7th, 4-3. Been a great game all around. I mean, I think every inning has been, something's happened pretty interesting, runners on base and whatnot. And last chance here, 7th inning.
Good pitching
all around.
With,
they've worked out
runners in scoring position.
Duncan and Frost, and have been able to work out of jams. And
just an update from Gainesville, Georgia. The Trojans have crept their way up to 3rd place now and look to be moving even closer to that top spot.
Women's golf national championship this week.
That's right.
And there's strike 1. LR tied 2-2, bottom into 8th inning. Have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Ground ball to the pitcher Duncan, flips to first for the first out.
Want to thank all of our listeners and watchers out there. We got it pulled up online. I know most of our listeners right now are from the volunteer state of Tennessee, I'm sure. But want to say hey and thank you to those 2 out in Sheboygan, Wisconsin that are listening right now.
That's right.
Technology is amazing how you can look those things up.
It is. Grace Cochran, graduate student outfielder for the Splitters.
She has a sacrifice, a fly to right, and a single her last at bat.
Take strike 1. Yeah, 9-1-2 due up for King next half inning, trying to put a 0 up and keep it at a 1-run deficit. Finds his zone there for strike 2.
This is what you expect in a 4-5 matchup. These two teams
exactly.
are about they look about as evenly matched as you can get. Yep. Five hits apiece, 4 runs to 3. So yeah, you're about there. I tell you the difference that one difference has been Frost.
Yeah,
she's so key for the Splitters.
Yep.
She's been steady the whole game.
Yeah.
Especially with that 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and got out of that jam.
After giving up 3 in the bottom of the 4th and come back in the 5th and give up no runs like that, yeah.
Fly ball, foul territory, lands out of play.
That's just the experience that she's got there. And it's not a coincidence that she was a all-region type player. So,
yeah, conference pitcher a year ago, and this year 2nd team all-conference and 1st team all-region.
And would have been 1st pitcher of the year again had it not been for Lakin, I'm sure.
Yeah, her and Lakin and Lauren Rakes for Lenore Ryan.
Lenore Ryan.
A lot of good pitchers in this, not in this conference, but in the region as a whole. So, ground ball, base hit, left side. 1 out, single for Cochran. Brings up Sierra Huckleby to shortstop.
That's back-to-back.
Yep.
So Huckleby's been on base every time, reached on an error last time, has a triple and a double today. So she is definitely swinging a hot bat, the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. As we mentioned earlier, home of the Tennessee Volunteers. Go Big Yellow.
Yeah. Thought you were going to say east of Memphis.
Howdy again to all of our listeners out there in Tennessee. Yeah, Knoxville is east of Memphis, if you're wondering. West of Bristol.
Whew. When I moved from Arkansas to South Carolina, I traversed Tennessee from Memphis to Knoxville and then cut down going to Asheville. I did that about 4 or 5 times. That is a long state.
Yeah. And I want to credit you for using traverse as a word, as a verb in your last sentence. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yes.
Traverse is a verb you don't use quite often, or you hear that often.
One of the things I like to do in practice with our players is correct their grammar. And get a kick out of it. I'll say something, and you know how you're not supposed to end a sentence with a preposition.
Yeah.
And I'll say it, and I'll say yes, and that is how you correctly say that.
I would get kicked off your team if I was a volleyball player. 3-1 pitch here from Duncan to Huckleby. Good at bat from Sierra. Huckleby takes a 1-out walk. Gets a runner in scoring position as well.
Reese, you'd make a heck of a is it libero or libero?
You can say either one. They're both accepted.
So what do you say?
I say libero.
Okay, so there you go.
And some people have even shortened it down to bro.
To bro?
Yeah.
Just as long as they don't shorten it to lib.
Yeah. I don't know, but anyway, so
hello again, all of our listeners out there in the great state of Tennessee.
That's right. So Huckleby on base, 4 for 4, Reese.
Yeah, she's
Moneyball. She's Moneyball, right? She gets on base.
That's all you need to do.
Just get on base.
Good glove as well at shortstop, and the chance here for LMU.
So
we a couple minutes ago we predicted whether or not the score would remain 4-3.
Yeah, I said it wouldn't.
And at LMU, you want to add some runs to your score. Go into the bottom of 7th, with the 2, maybe even 3-run lead. Ground ball.
Oh.
Try to go to third.
Wow.
What a play.
What a play.
First baseman, though.
Yeah. When she started to throw, I was like, what is she doing?
Yeah, I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
That was a good play by Carly Turner.
No question.
Got the lead runner. That's a big out. That's a big, big out.
Let's see if they leave the runner, if they pinch run for the runner at second with 2 outs here. No. She must be a speedy runner.
Henry takes inside, ball 1.
Yo, we make a good broadcast team. We should contact ESPN. We'd be a good Sunday night ESPN baseball crew.
I'm sure they would love us on ESPN. Can't get worse than A-Rod, though.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Swings and misses.
Yeah, you said that, not me.
A-Rod, yeah. I don't know.
I will say this.
I'm a Yankees fan and saying that, too.
Yeah.
And I like you, Todd, but David Cohn's pretty special. He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good.
Another opportunity, 2 outs here for LMU, but 2 on. Runner in scoring position. They can run on contact with 2 outs.
Yeah.
So. And that will do it. Left field, it'll go all the way to the fence. Run scores. They will keep keep Webb at third. 5-3 LMU.
Todd?
I lost the gamble. The final score was not 4-3, Reese.
Yeah, you're right.
And now I believe we're going to have a pinch runner here for LMU. I could be wrong. I think that if hindsight was, hindsight's 20/20, if he could go back, he might have had a pinch runner at before.
Yeah.
Because I believe she may have scored there.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20.
But that's a big insurance run for LMU, up 2 runs now.
Yes.
And now to have a pinch runner, it's going to be number 14.
Lakin Phillips?
Lakin Phillips.
No relation to Lakin Maxwell.
Yeah.
No. She is from Asheville, Tennessee. Am I right on that?
No,
no, Morristown, Tennessee.
Yeah, I was about to say
Asheville, Tennessee, the city of unending road construction. I tell you what.
That's where our hotel was in Tennessee when we stayed there, Morristown.
If you're listening in Asheville, finish the road construction already. My goodness, it's been going on for over a decade. How do I know that? Because it was being done when I moved here.
You can't get worse than I-85.
Holy cow.
Takes outside, ball 1. 1-1 pitched. 2 on, 2 out.
Kelsey Tuggle 1 for 3 today. A single, a strikeout, and a fly out to center.
Ball is sent deep into left field.
That's
The ball's
trouble.
going back at the track, at the wall, and it's caught
right at the wall.
out there in center field.
That was a heck of a play. That was a heck of a play by the center fielder. I thought that ball had a chance to hit the fence.
I did too.
5-3, last chance for the Tornado.
At King University, we prepare you for your career and for your life.
King has impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And this really came out when I was able to go on one of the mission trips to Atlanta, Georgia to work with refugee children with King University. It was in that moment that I realized that this was truly the moment that I was meant to come to King, and I just love how beautifully King University weaves faith and learning together.
Last chance for King here, bottom half of the 7th inning, down 5-3. It's going to be 9-1-2 in their lineup. Lauren Lawson, Aaron Foster, and Carly Turner due up here against Emma Frost, who Frost kind of cruised through the first 4 innings or so. And in that 5th inning, King scored 3 runs and threatened in the she scored 3 runs in the 4th and threatened in the 5th inning. But 1-2-3 inning in the 6th inning, and Frost is looking for more of the same here in the 7th.
Yeah, so we got Lawson here. She's 0 for 1 with a walk. And if you're King, you just need base runners, so get on any way you can.
Yeah, get on and bring the tying run to the plate. It's got to be your mentality here.
You take one for the team, don't you, Todd?
If they're going to hit you and give you a free 60, you take it.
Foul that one off.
That was our 4th foul ball caught off the screen today.
Yeah, if I was a catcher, I kind of make it a game and try to catch all the foul balls off the screen.
That was number 4. See how many we have this weekend, if I can remember to keep count.
1-2 pitch. Yes, a strikeout. Big first out of the inning for Emma Frost and the Splitters. Her 5th of the game. Brings up top of the order for King. Aaron Foster 0 for 2 today with the strikeout.
She got on base her last at bat, had a walk.
Takes just outside.
It didn't look too far outside.
That was a good pitch.
Pops that one up.
Uh-oh.
Better wake up.
No trivia. That was on the concrete.
Todd trivia done for the day?
Yeah.
Probably so.
Unless King can score some runs and force the bottom half of the 7th. Excuse me, top of the 8th.
So, ironically, the way things set up, tomorrow's matchups look to be 2 teams that are going to be playing each other that are very familiar with each other.
Yeah, 2 conference opponents.
2 conference opponents playing each other.
Yeah, if we don't get a rally, that's exactly what's going to happen.
I mean, 2 teams that played for the Conference Carolinas Championship, and then 2 teams that played in the semifinals of the SAC. Take strike 2. Frost delivers a 2-2 pitch. Turner fouls that off. Excuse me, Foster fouls that off.
Ooh. Foul ball number 5 caught off the screen. For those of you that have never been to our ballpark here in Anderson, there's not a lot of foul ground behind home plate.
Here at the Hewitt Softball Complex.
Hewitt Softball Complex, yes.
2-2 pitch. Ground ball to Huckleby. Fields routinely for the second out.
Steady Eddie out there at short for the Splitters.
So, Kevin, what year was this softball complex open? 15 or 16? 15, right?
I did.
The Student Center was completed.
I believe
in
it was
16.
2015.
I did PA in it for 1 year before we moved here, and then after that, but I think it was 15 or 16.
I would guess 15.
Last chance for King here. Carly Turner.
Or spring of 16 might have been the first year.
Maybe I'd have to go back and look.
Turner just trying to get on base here with 2 outs. Swings and misses at the high heat there from Emma Frost.
Man, Emma Frost has really been the difference here in this last few innings. What a performance she's got going here for the Splitters.
Well, Turner has 2 hits off of her, so let's see if we can keep this game going.
Takes just outside.
Tough pitch to lay off, but it was about a foot outside. So Turner today is 2 for 3, has a single and a double. So see if we can get a hit and keep the drama alive.
Pops that one up. Center field, caught. What a win for the Barrel Splitters, 5-3 over King. They will advance to tomorrow's game against Anderson at 12 o'clock. The 2 winners from today's game, and King, battled hard, but missed a few opportunities in the middle of that game, particularly that 5th inning.
Yeah, the 5th inning was
2
critical.
on, nobody out, chance to tie the game, but unable to do so, and sets up 2 rematches tomorrow: Anderson, LMU, and Francis Marion and King.
That's right. It should be a lot of fun. And also, if you're still looking on the screen, look at everybody shaking hands.
Yeah,
we have not seen handshakes in 2 years, so it's kind of fun to see that again. And
we've got some hugs going on out there.
Yeah, we do. And so yes, you're right, Reese. We got Conference Carolinas foes going up against each other, very familiar. And when LMU and Anderson get together, that's always a great battle. So it should be fun tomorrow.
Yep. For Kevin Selman, Todd Hay, I'm Reese Helms. Thanks for joining us today. 3 softball games on the schedule tomorrow, so we will see you then.